Hey you, it's Jess here and it's so nice to see you. Today we're going to be working on my Infinity Nikki video game journal, and this is a video game called Infinity Nikki. It is a live service gacha game which is about styling and dressing up and open world fantasy adventure. I've been working on, this is my second journal for Infinity Nikki because it's in the 2.0, like the second year basically of the updates, and they update about monthly. And I do like to put the different seasons, each sort of monthly update into here and have memories a lot of the time because they have their own beautiful images, but they also have a really good camera system. So you can make a lot of beautiful images yourself. Like these are photos that I took myself in game. So I started this journal just to sort of, I don't know, mark my adventures through this game and how it changes and flows. I have a playlist up of both 1.0 and 2.0 up on my channel here if you want to see more. But yeah, so we're going to get started on this update, which is Chromatic Beings Ever Bright. I think this was 2.3, because that's 2.1, and then we had 2.1, oh, is this 2.2? I can't remember. Anyway, this was the update that came out around Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, which is, of course, this game is Chinese made. So it's a big deal in the game. And we got a whole new island realm to explore called Wanzhong Realm. So they do that. We have like a main map during the update. In 1.0 it's Wishfield, and 2.0 it's Itzaland. And then for big updates, we sometimes get either a map extension, like we just got, or we get an entirely new island, which lets us explore other different themes. So far we've had 2 Chinese-themed islands in the world of Infinity Nikki. It's called Mirrorland, and there are different empires and realms with different themes. And Linglang Empire is the East Asian-inspired kingdom. No, empire, really. So this is part of the Linglang Empire, this update, Wanzhong Realm, but it is a special island that exists in that cloud sea, and the people that you meet here are not real human beings. They are chroma hearts, which is a completely different thing. I will say there are spoilers in here. This is a permanent story in the game, so if you plan to play it and you don't like spoilers and you haven't played this yet, I would say don't watch this yet. Otherwise, let's just get into it. It was a really, really fun update with lots of different stuff. I loved the island. I completely 100%ed it. It was beautiful. So it was called, the season was called Chromatic Beings Ever Bright. And obviously it's about the chroma hearts and their existence. And they kind of like they kind of are immortal to an extent. And basically, they're trying to break this curse, and they have to do it by experiencing life. So every now and then, they all change. They get a role for what they play in society. So the role of like, you own a dumpling shop kind of thing, or you are a parade leader, or you're a dancer. Like these are roles that you're given randomly. And they take them pretty seriously. Like this one guy was like, well, my character role says I love dumplings, so I cannot eat hot pot. I'm not allowed. And so they take them pretty seriously. But they do different roles and different, different things in life, and try to stave off and fix this curse. I'm going to use these Simply Gilded washies. This one was a Lunar New Year, like lantern washi, which I thought was perfect. And then this is a black holographic fireworks washi, which is not the best in the studio lighting. It's got like a sparkle holographic on it, but I thought it was perfect because fireworks are a big thing, and there are fireworks and stuff in this map. And then one of the main characters that you meet, her role this go around when we meet her is exam taker. She just endlessly takes exams. Awful. I feel very bad for her, but she was in love with this role that she had before, which was lantern maker. But she wasn't allowed to be a lantern maker anymore. But that's how it kind of plays out in the story. You'll see how it goes. But I'm just doing the front page here, which was this beautiful art that they did of like the 2 5-star gacha banner outfits. just a theme overall. I've just put in the Simply Good washi. I do have my Echoes of Yore stickers from Scribble Prints Co. And this was a Chinese Lunar New Year art that I did kind of inspired by the game, but it was kind of inspired by the previous update, Dunching Island. So it doesn't perfectly match this update, but I kind of wanted to use it throughout where I could, just to add a bit more to it. Because I feel like it could still go. So I'm going to put some bits and pieces here and there, just to add to it, because I think it still flows overall. Just gonna lift this up. I do use, Scribble Prints Co uses removable matte sticker paper, and I have used that also for my own stickers. You see it's mostly based off the Dunching Island. We got the game Go, and this one we got some different games, which you will see. I did draw this before this update came out, so it's not perfect, but I think it's okay. I'm just going to add bits and pieces of it just to add a bit more oomph to these pages. Let me get my Tombow dual brush marker pens. And I think I'm going to use, I got some touches of pink in here, so I think I'm going to use a pink Tombow marker brush just to put an outline around it. Just, I feel like that always brings my spreads together. Just a little bit of color around the edge just ties it into the page. I feel like sometimes the page just feels almost free floating. I feel like that ties all those elements, especially the washi and the papers, together. So the first page we have here is sort of an introduction. So we got Hot Pot minigame added to this, as well as a Mahjong minigame to this update. There's a beautiful floating island, there's a market, and then we also got this free outfit called Warm Holiday, which is a very, it's very like, I feel like very, you know, what's the word? It's just one of those outfits you're like, yeah, Chinese outfit. It's very old-fashioned but very cute. And then we got this free ability outfit, which is a really cool mask, which lets us transform things like shadows, kind of hiding themselves from us in the game. So I want to use here, you just spread out some of this stuff. These are all the decor pieces. And then I don't know if I need all of these ransom notes right now. Papers, some watercolor. Maybe we can use some different of these washi, done washi pieces here instead of using just these simply gilded washi. Kind of ties this stuff in. And then the screenshot down here is this character Tan Yo-Yo. He's part of the 1.0 story in Wishfield, and he actually like comes to Itzaland and he kind of starts off the whole quest to go to Wangzhong Realm. Kind of transports us there, because it is a magical realm that you kind of arrive to by chance. Like people try and get and find it, but you don't always find it. Oh, I messed that up. That's okay. Maybe I'll use some of this washi here though. Some of this lanterns. There are a lot of beautiful lanterns as well in the Wangzhong realm. It's really on theme. I just haven't, sorry, it's going to take me a bit longer because I haven't planned, done these spreads before in this way with this kind of, having these stickers available to me. I have this peeper here, which also we got during Dunching Island, the last year's Chinese New Year update. We got the peeper guitar that we could play. So I included that. I'm going to put just some decor around, just to sort of fill it up. But I do want to do it differently to what I usually do. Maybe you can put a bigger piece here. Maybe this fan. Ooh, very delicate cutting. Oop, just make sure that all fits in there and goes flat. Oh, we've got these little star stickers too in the SPC sheet so I'll use those around too. I usually use a lot of my like little bits and pieces sticker books that I got from Amazon, which I'll link down below, even though I don't think I'm pulling for them for this update, for this spread. But yeah, so it's nice to have other little bits and pieces I can use from the SPC kit. Let me have a look here. Yes, I bought as many pages as I could just so I wouldn't run out, because I always tend to do too many pages in this journal, which I need to cut back a bit, but I think that's okay. I think that looks good actually. Like it's minimal, and I don't think I need to do too much more to it. Got just enough for decoration. Loving that. So this page is the shop page. They do a lot of like stuff in the shop, and they do usually a New Year's Fortune triple bonus. So you pay for this amount of, you pay for 3,840 stellarites. You get those, but it's actually triple the price. So usually you would get 1,280 stellarites for the cost of this, but you got triple that amount, which I feel like even if you barely pay for this game, like obviously you can play this game completely for free. But I feel like every year you should at least buy that, because then you get a bunch of the paid currency to last you for the year, and it's pretty great. I do like that. I don't know if I can fit this person in here. Maybe I can. I'm going to do my outline again. I think I'm going to continue sticking with pink, especially if we continue pulling in the Scribble Prints Co stuff. But yeah, I only print out the stuff that I buy myself. So on my shop pages, if you've been watching these journal pages, I only print out what I buy from the shop, which is not everything. So, but there was this beautiful dress with a red and pink version. I did pick up this deal where you got a bunch of different crystal pulls, as well as these beautiful dresses here as well. I did get this makeup, which is a really cool makeup. And I did pick up this 60 stellarite kind of night outfit, and then the triple bonus. I was actually pretty good. I spent pretty well on this update. Not as much as I do sometimes. I'm not. I end up really enjoying the Ling Lang like Chinese style, but I'm not like 100% in love with it. But what I do pick up, I really love. So. Because yeah, last time in Dungeon Island I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm like that into it, but then the outfits kind of just steal the show. You kind of just fall for them and end up picking them all up, so they are beautiful. So let me get some more of these stars in here. They're kind of around this place on these sticker sheets. Maybe I'll put another one of these magnolia branches. These beautiful red blossoms, which I believe are magnolia. Put that there. I got some of these jade items as well, and lanterns. Just kind of like, I don't know, putting this stuff around, making it cute. I think that's really cute. Okay, we might put in a little bit of this washi tape again, really using the lanterns for these lighter pages. We'll bring in some more of the fireworks later. Alright. I think I like the way that looks. I think it's come together pretty well. I don't think I need to fill every section up. Alright. So this was an extension of the shop page. These are the top-up outfits. So I did spend enough money to get... in top-up, if you're spending cash in the game, you earn these outfits like as a bonus for... shopping the game. So I did end up getting these outfits here, and then this was one of the 5-star banners. There was 2 of them, and this is the one that I pulled for, where Wang Shang weaves the life. It is gorgeous. I love it. I love like the ninja Momo, and this is the 4-star that came with it, which was really pretty. I just love, I don't know, the large off-shoulder beautiful sleeves. It's just so pretty. I fell for it hard. So I'm going to put some purple on this page, because it just feels right. Purple on this one. The other outfit was really cool too, but I didn't end up pulling for it, but it was an outfit where your body turns into a deer. So she's like a deer centaur, which was kind of cool. Yeah, but I just stuck to this one 5-star banner because when you're not a whale and you're buying pulls every single update, you do have to save up and spend wisely. So you always have enough to pull on what you really want. So that's what I try and do. What could I put here as decor? Maybe I'll just put this in here. Although it's kind of hanging off the bottom a bit, and I don't feel like trimming it. So let's move it up just a second, just a smidge. And then we got another lantern here, which I think will be fun just to hang. And some of these stars, just to add to it. But I don't think it needs too much more. I know I tend to go very maximalist, but here I'm trying to pull it together. So here I'm going to use some of this fireworks washi, because we do have sort of the darker feeling here. Sort of balance it across each other. I think I do want to use more of the lantern washi here too, because this goes perfectly with the colors. I'll put this one here, and then put one down here as well. We'll cover up the name of the outfit if that's okay, because we got elsewhere. I think this one I am going to pull out one of my sticker books and see what I got in here. So these are the ones I've got off Amazon and AliExpress. I've got these sort of purple bubbles, which I think match. So I'm just going to bring a couple of these in here just to like go a bit more with the spread, because it is not quite so much my other stickers. Some bubbles. Do I have anything else? I do have butterflies, but do I have butterflies that will work? Yes. Some more purpley butterflies, I think, would look lovely in here. And then maybe one more over here. Okay, that's excellent. I like the way they came out. Again, super simple, but I really do like that. I might actually put maybe a little bit of this torn paper here, just to sort of bring this together. Just to add a little bit more interest to that page. So I love the way that came out. So now we're actually into the story with this really cool scene where we did a big chase. We were getting chased by guards, and then we jumped across the buildings with the fireworks in the background. It was really cool. And there's sort of the moon is breaking away as part of the story. We had this really busy town, which has a big hot pot area. They had people with lanterns, like children with lanterns, lantern shops. You have beautiful Tan Yo-Yo being adorable. He's so great. But really, the map is gorgeous. It was so busy and rich. And just all the beautiful, especially at night, the beautiful lights and all the people and the fireworks. In fact, this world had it was permanent nighttime when you arrive. So, of course I had to look beautiful at night, but yeah. I'm going to put some of these firework washi in, just here and there. Just to add a bit more, and then we'll put some more of this lantern washi. I like to sort of, I feel like layering these looks really nice. I still use my pink marker because I feel like the pink marker is going with sort of the red vibes, the red hues throughout. And then we might put some more of this in. We'll put in this parasol just down here. And maybe some of the tea items again. Sort of in this spot here, because we do have sort of this empty bit, which we can fill up with a bit more stuff. So pretty. Like, it doesn't 100% like match, but I feel like it still goes. You know what I mean? I might put the calligraphy here. Although the page is a lot smaller than the calligraphy brush here, but if I can get it. There we go. It's a very thin little piece. Maybe we'll put the jade bracelet with it. Just to sort of bring it together, maybe with a star. That's kind of how I'm doing this, like doing things in groups. Maybe we'll put another lantern here. And like a red envelope. Another star. So I'm filling it in here and just, yeah, I think it's looking cute. I'm gonna put a peeper here. Peeper. So yeah, we got the peeper, so you can actually play the instrument in the game if you want to. But then this page is all good to me now. I'm happy with it. So we'll move on. I took too many pictures in this update, I'll be honest. I was like, I need to dial it back because otherwise I'm not gonna fit everything in this journal. I fit all of 1.0 in the last journal, but I did start that late into the game, so I didn't have all of the 1.0 main story included. So I do have to cut back. So you can see I've already started working on this page. I kind of just wanted to, I was putting these down and then I had this big gap here, so I'm like, I want to see how it would turn out when I, you know, when I don't include everything. I just want to see how the stickers worked with it, and I think it looks good. So I'm going to continue on with this decorating on this page. This is sort of the halfway point of the quest here. Or I guess a little bit more halfway point. I guess this is kind of halfway point, and then this dancing scene was near the end of the update. Maybe you can put like sort of a string of these up here. Maybe I could layer over this jade hairpin over here. Sort of like, I don't know, sort of building upwards on this side. But I don't know what to put on top of that. I could just leave it like that. They want to put something down here still because it's a bit blank, even though it is like the Polaroid. I don't know. We're just going for it. The jade bracelet. Okay, I think now we should put some other washies in here just to sort of even it out. So I do have this one here, and then maybe I can like. Does that look a bit weird with that? No, I think it looks okay. But I might put this this magnolia branch in. It didn't quite come out. There we go. It's all good. Oh, I'm losing a page. All right. So what else do we have on this page? So we have this beautiful dancing scene with Nikki in the middle. Just these beautiful floating dances. I thought this guy looked really cool on the map. He just has this really interesting outfit, which I'm sure has a whole cultural thing behind it. Then here's me paired with one of, I was posing with one of the lanterns that we would light and lift off. And here's me wearing the banner outfit overlooking the city. And had a beautiful glowing moon. And just this is one of the mini buses during the game. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Do I want to put any more on this page? Maybe not. We'll continue on. And here we go into the final acts of the game. Let me quickly, I'm running out of camera battery here, but we'll keep an eye on it. See, this is near the end of the game where we come into a daylight area. And my gosh, was it blinding after being nighttime all the time in Wangzhong realm. And here I like played with parts of the 5-star outfit. This is the dress that goes underneath the long jacket. Beautiful. This is like the glow up version, which is green. And yeah, we come to this like frozen daylight world. And what happens to the chroma hearts is if they don't break the curse, they eventually turn to stone. And we find out that they're actually conscious in the stone, which is horrifying. So here we found like the other realm of Wangshan where they are turned to stone, and it's like eternal daylight. So yeah, pretty awful. Obviously we're trying to save them, trying to figure out what this curse is about and how to help everybody, you know, which, you know, that's kind of just Nikki's thing, and she's got to help people. She's a very kind, helpful person. I love that. So we're just gonna put, maybe you can put another big, you can put a big lantern here. And I think there aren't stars cut out of that one. That's okay. I think we're running out of bits and, like, small bits and pieces, stars and things to layer in. That's alright. Maybe just put a couple more things down the bottom here. I feel like this page doesn't need too much because it's just the beautiful pictures that I took within the game. I just really enjoyed how beautiful it is in this section. The beautiful colors. So just put a couple of things here and there. It's nice to pair things off with like the jade items. We've got some of the washi pieces in there, so that's okay. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. Maybe bring in some of this pink star washi. It's a bit different, but I feel like this pink is in, like, within the tones of the pictures. So we'll add it in as well, just for an extra oomph. Sort of like layering those in. Alright, so we have this page. You see, I spent way too many pages doing this. We've only got 2 more pages to go though, guys. So let's finish her up. Here's the very end where we turn into the other 5-star. This is the one I didn't pull on. But you do become a beautiful deer, as you can see. You find the chroma deer. It's a whole thing. It's hard to like describe, but you do kind of help them understand the curse and break free of them, obviously. We have happy endings. Oh, actually, not all the time. We don't always have happy endings. But if we go into real spoiler territory, I will say what they learn in the story, especially the god who's kind of doing this experiment, is that the curse is kind of pointless. It's kind of superfluous. It kind of doesn't matter. And the point is like, the real, finding out what real living is experienced, like, so they were trying to become human and not stone by forcing themselves to play all these roles. But actually, it's not about forcing yourself to play a role, it's just finding out what you love and what makes life enjoyable for you. So it's like our friend who, Nightbloom, her name, our friend who's forced to be the exam taker, but what she really wants to be is the lantern maker. And they actually found that like the curse was getting stronger when they were no longer like enjoying their roles. So it's not about having to play lots of roles in life. It's about finding the role that works as you and that you enjoy. I feel like that's the whole, like, it's a real life thing, you know? Is finding what makes you joyful and happy in life and not, you know, doing what other people expect you to do and being forced to play a role in society. It's a whole thing. But we kind of like come to that realization in the story. And they realize they can break the curse by actually not having to change their role and being forced to play a role and playing, like, sticking to the rules of the role, but just finding out what, you know, life is for them, like what they actually enjoy. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. It's been a while since I played it, but that was my sense of the game and the story. And I feel like it's probably very probably hit pretty hard, I feel like, in more the Chinese players, or even if you're Asian, just any kind of, like, anyone who's like their parents or their society has this sort of expectations on you and what you have to be and what you have to achieve in life, instead of like actually just doing what makes you happy. So I really liked that kind of thing. It's kind of like, follow your heart. If you don't want to do exams, you want to make lanterns, make lanterns. It doesn't always work out in real life, obviously, because we gotta annoyingly make money and do stuff that makes money instead, like, so we can survive. But overall, I feel like it's a good message, and a good lesson to consider. But anyway, yeah, so I enjoyed it. I'm blabbing on here, but I'm almost out of battery, so I'm going to switch it for the last part of this journaling. Alright, I'm back, and I've got camera now. I got battery, so we can finish up. Don't want to use any of this green. I've used up all my light pink. I don't know if I want to bring that in. I feel like I just want to keep it a bit more simple. I never got to use this person in here. Yeah. That's sad. She might be able to fit in there if I lay her in. I feel like having her in here. And these pictures are all very similar to each other, and we can cut part of it out. I think that looks really pretty. Okay. And then we're going to cut and trim the other part of her that's overhanging. I didn't say at the beginning, but this is an Archer and Olive journal. It's one of the storybook collections, and I feel like it survives what I'm doing to it pretty well. I'm just gonna put this bowl of oranges down here just to cover up the sort of gap in the straight line of the person. I think that's all I want to do for these final pages, because don't distract too much from the beautiful ending. And then here's my final page, and this is about the mini games. So we have Hot Pot, and I had this Asian Eats art from SPC for the Hot Pot, so you can see here. And then one of the stickers is Hot Pot. Not all of them, but I was like, I'm gonna include that. We got this cool graphic on their Instagram, their socials, the Hot Pot in Mirrorland, and then I took some pictures of the actual mini game. We stand there, and our customers come and they ask us what they want. We got to make sure we have the right ingredients, and we also have the right soup base, because they all have different soup bases that they like. But playing this game made me really want Hot Pot. So we ended up actually buying a bunch of Hot Pot ingredients, and we've had one Hot Pot since then. We still have some more Hot Pot soup base, so I definitely want to have some more Hot Pot in the future, but it was really delicious. You literally just cook everything in the soup base, and then you just take it out. You don't like have it as a soup. You just take them out and then you eat them, and with like dipping sauces. It's delicious. So highly recommend going to get Hot Pot or making it yourself. It's pretty easy. It's like it's a lazy dish, which, you know, you want sometimes. You want an easy dish. But we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got fried tofu. We got these noodle knots. They're like rice noodles, and they're tied in a knot, and they're really delicious. Like, I don't know, I just really enjoy the texture of them. So, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff, dumplings and things in there. So, delicious. Put some of these stars in. I did write Hot Pot using these ransom letters from the kit. But I think that looks really cute. I don't think it needs any washi for that. And the other mini game we got was Mahjong. And I won them, but I don't know how, to be honest. I don't know. I tried my best, and I enjoyed playing it, but I also don't know what I did while playing it. So, but I will say, it is fun. It was fun. And so in the game, you can actually play against other NPCs, but there's also a community, like online part where you can play against other actual Nikkis in the online. So if you want lots of mahjong, you got it now. But as I said, in Dancing Island, the last time we had a Ling Lang inspired island, we also got a Go game, which was really fun. I think I had a lot more fun with Go than I did mahjong, but I think mahjong just takes a bit more concentration to learn, but I don't know. It was really fun to try it out. And I was like, a lot of mystery stuff happened to me. I'm like, okay, like I won certain ways and I'm not sure how, and that's really fun. But I know it's pretty popular now to learn mahjong. So let me know if you've played mahjong. I did find these mahjong cubes on, like the pieces on Canva, and I printed them off, but this was when my old printer was dying, so there's like ink on it, and I just couldn't bring myself to print it again. I've since replaced my printer, but this is my last lot of printing these pictures with my old printer, and I'm switching over to my new one that is my old one's like a 7-year-old Epson, and it was older than that beforehand, the number. But now I've switched to a Canon. So, but that is actually this update finished. We've actually caught up a little bit with my Nikki journal. I still have 3 more updates to put in here, you guys. But I have printed and cut up the next 2 updates to put in here. But we've at least done Chromatic Beings Ever Bright, the beautiful Lunar New Year update, where we had the beautiful Wangzhong Realm, and just gorgeous Ling Lang Chinese-inspired art. Just so pretty, and just got so much good stuff. So here's the pages and how they came out. I do like how I feel like they are more minimal, and I do like having brought in this art that I did, even if it's like not a 100% match. I don't know if this, maybe I should put some of this Simply Gilded washi on this page, just to sort of bring that in. I just feel like it's sort of missing, I just put that in there upside down. I just feel like it's missing a little bit here. So let me do this. But yeah, it was a really fun update. It is permanent in the game, so if you're thinking of playing it, obviously, I will say gacha is a form of gambling, and it can cost real money if you're not careful. So definitely keep that in mind and make sure you work to your budget and keep yourself safe. But otherwise, I feel like it's overall a really fun game that you don't have to pay money to actually play and enjoy. It's just really for clothes and like abilities that make things slightly easier. But it doesn't mean you can't play the game without them. Because there are some gacha games where you kind of have to like pull, but you don't have to in this one. Okay, I just felt like that was a little empty. All right, this page is a little bit more together now. And then we have the beautiful finale pages and the chroma deer. And then the mini games of Hot Pot and Mahjong. So thank you so much for journaling with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed me not doing the voiceover again. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's easier to edit and upload this if I don't do a voiceover. But let me know if you enjoy me just prattling on while I decorate. As you can see, I haven't got the stickers pre-done for the rest of the stuff. So let me know down below in a comment if you want to see me actually put the full spreads together next time. They are all cut out, so I just have to put the stickers down. So we could do that together if you wanted to see that part of my journaling. But otherwise, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. Maybe leave down below some Lunar New Year dragon and those kind of emojis down below. Like the dragon emoji, I think, would be really good. Or maybe even like moons, because we have a lot of moon stuff going on. But otherwise, leave an emoji down below that you enjoyed this. And have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.